I'm Jayson, and I hate movies that end well.
Welcome to Grumble Goat. My name is Matt Labodka, and this is a show about all the small things that drive me insane. Let's grumble.
I hate movies that end well. I really wanted to say happy endings, but every single time that I have been offered a happy ending, I take it. So I didn't want to say happy ending, but you understand what I mean. When a movie wraps up with a beautiful bow on it, I'm talking mostly about romantic films that say they're comedies. Some might call them rom-coms. And I will say that those movies are almost always neither romantic nor comedic. Those movies, I looked at a bunch of them before I started this grumble. I realized that there are some romantic movies, rom-coms I do like, and one of them being My Best Friend's Wedding. But that movie doesn't end well. She does not get what she wants. Or thank God for diversity. We now have movies like Single All the Way, that lovely chestnut, where the guy gets the guy. However, I especially hate when movies go through the trouble of changing the original source material. Case in point, The Little Mermaid. They took a perfectly good Hans Christian Andersen tale and they made it end well. I mean, where's a better story? A story where you are told if you change who you are, you will be on a beach with stinging feet that will eventually kill you. That to me is a fantastic story. That to me is life. That is what I have experienced on this planet. However, Disney went ahead and they made it kiss the girl. They break the spell. They defeat Ursula, who was right, by the way. Ursula isn't the villain in the story. It's Ariel. She's the real villain. But I digress. Most romantic comedies, I will say, are horrible. Sorry, Mamma Mia. My mama's dead. Sorry, Shakespeare. Much Ado About Nothing is just that. It's nothing. 4 Weddings and a Funeral, make that 2 funerals because I wanted to die while I was watching it. Give me horror or give me death. Horror is real life. You're always being chased. Sometimes you're in a dungeon where you have to, solve a puzzle to get out of a sticky situation. Hey, that may have happened to me at my last EPA. I'm Jayson, and I hate movies that end well. And that is the grumble.
Grumble, 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 grumble.
What?
Grumble, 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 grumble. What's got your goat?
For the latter half of the show, we'll bring in my better half, Veronique, for an unpretentious look and a segment we call
What's got your goat?
I wish I knew you guys were here because I literally was at Inwood Park almost every day. Aww. It saved my life. I just love that little inlet with the water is.
Yes.
Because every day at sunset, the geese or ducks come in. One comes in and sits there and waits and just scream, bah, bah, bah. And then they all drift away. Oh. It's the most beautiful thing that I realized during pandemic.
Do you think they're like having church?
Well, no, this is their time to rest. It's really interesting to watch how they hurt each other. There's actually currently a new family of geese at Inwood Park.
Oh my goodness. I love that.
I love watching animals.
Yeah, that's why we were just talking about how we use song to emote to each other, but the birds use song just that's their only
way of communication.
Yeah.
It's remarkable. It's also a miracle.
It is a miracle.
What a lovely observation to make during the plague.
We have a miracle happening right now. We have Jayson Kerr in the studio.
Oh my gosh, Jayson,
yes.
welcome.
Hello, how are you?
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Oh my gosh, you've been an
appreciate
absolute delight so far.
Thank you.
So, Jayson, what are you up to these days?
Me? Well, I have my podcast.
Ooh.
J and A, the letter A, are gay.
Hey.
Get into that.
Oh my gosh. Wait,
Love
are you officially coming out here on the podcast?
Oh, I guess I am. Hey, guys.
Delightful. Well, thank you for taking time out of your schedule to come over and meet us at Grumble Goat Studios.
Check us out. We have Instagram, and we are on wherever you can find podcasts.
Yeah, check out the show notes for that. That'll be there.
Absolutely.
So otherwise, otherwise, the summer is heating up. Boy, we just had to turn off the air conditioning in this room, and wow.
We immediately started perspiring. I am glistening already.
You are glowing.
Thank you.
You are grace. You are beauty.
Thank you. I didn't put my Laura Mercier Radiant Primer on today.
Isn't that stuff amazing?
It works.
I love it. I love it. Yeah.
I haven't tried this. I just use Compare to Vaseline Men's CVS brand moisturizer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
we gotta get you some Kiehl's, man.
Okay, yeah, Kiehl's, or here's my Meaningful Beauty moisturizer that has SPF in it. Please use it.
Oh, it's very important.
It's in
SPF.
his travel bag.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, yeah, I have that. And I'm
Meaningful
like, use
Beauty.
it.
That reminds me of
Use
the
it.
ducks.
Yeah.
They gracefully land on the pond and then go, ah! Ah! And it has meaning behind that beauty.
Isn't it lovely the way that ducks sit in water and they're paddling the whole time?
Yeah.
And you just can't see anything. You right?
Wait a minute. If they didn't use their legs, would they roll over in the
Oh,
water?
no.
Oh, yeah. They roll
I think
right over.
they're pretty buoyant because their feathers have a lot of fat. Have you ever cooked a duck?
No.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Delicious dark meat.
I recently watched a TikTok where they put a raincoat on a duck because it had a condition where the water wouldn't absorb, so it like couldn't fly or like something weird.
But isn't the whole point of a duck because it's very fatty?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys are Drag Race fans. Jinx Monsoon's mantra was water off a duck's back.
I'm not familiar with that artist,
I know
but I am
Jinx.
familiar with water off a duck's back.
Yeah.
Because the water, they go underwater and they come back up, and the water just comes right off of them.
They're
It can't stick to them.
dry.
Yeah.
They're
Yes, well,
yeah.
this duck, it was sticking, and she
Wow.
was getting very wet,
I've
so
never
she
seen anything
needed
like that
a
before.
raincoat.
So they put a
That's
little raincoat on a little duck.
hilarious.
Yeah.
A duck with a condition.
Yes.
A duck with a raincoat.
Duck with a condition. Don't we all have conditions like ducks? We can't just let that water roll down our backs.
No. What a story. Like the ugly duckling with
A raincoat.
A raincoat. Who wrote Ugly Duckling? Is that's not a Hans Christian Andersen story? Is that just like a story?
Oh, you know,
I don't. I have no idea. I always
Sure.
assumed it was
I
just a story.
I don't think it's a Hans Christian Andersen story.
I don't think so because it has a happy ending. And,
Yeah.
and Hans
Yeah.
Christian
Oh,
Andersen
yeah.
does not have
No.
happy endings,
He doesn't
which is
have
why
happy
I
endings.
love Hans Christian Andersen. Live for Hans.
No happy endings here.
I wrote an Ugly Duckling story.
Did
Oh, what's
you?
that?
Zach the Human.
Oh yes, where can they buy your book?
Zach the Human. It's available on Amazon and Audible as an audiobook.
That is. Did you voice your own?
I did. I
what
voiced
is
this
Zach,
sultry voice. We'll read it to you.
What is Zach about? Can you tell your listeners?
Well, as long as we're talking about an Ugly Duckling story, it's about Zach, who is the ugliest goblin in town, and
I'm
he doesn't
familiar.
realize he's actually a human, but he's never seen a human before.
Like Elf.
Right.
Yes, I love that
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah,
So
I love
good.
it. It's
Yeah.
a show that I've always wanted to do too.
Oh yeah.
I love Buddy the Elf.
Santa. I know him.
Santa's coming!
It's genius. It's really, really genius. It does, unfortunately, have a happy ending.
It
Yeah,
does
unfortunately, I
have a happy
hate those
ending.
happy endings.
I love happy endings.
Oh, I hate happy endings.
Well, okay. Do you not like happy endings because that's not how life happens?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not real life, man.
I do enjoy the movies, with like the romantic comedies where they don't end up together.
See, those are the only ones that I like. My best friend's wedding
Oh,
is
yes.
the best example of that because he's chasing her, you're chasing him. Who's chasing you? That's the real lesson of the movie.
Wow, I got chills. Absolutely. Yes.
It's the real, and that is what movies should be about. I think. Romantic comedies.
Now that's the one where the guy's engaged
Where
to somebody else.
loving
And she,
and kissing and hugging
and
and they have
that's
a
my
whole
best
like
friend's wedding.
song at this restaurant for some random reason in this.
I wake up
There you go.
That's
There
it.
you go.
before I put on my
Makeup.
You sound like him too.
I say a little prayer for you.
Dun, 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 dun.
Not happy endings.
Not happy endings are where it's at. Like any Hans Christian Andersen story is a horrible. And the little match girl, the little mermaid.
Yeah, Little Mermaid.
Oh, yeah, that was sad.
I mean that is a beautiful ending because why should we change in order to be loved by somebody?
Well, that's the thing. I guess if it's not a happy ending, we actually learn from the story.
Correct.
If
Correct.
it has a happy ending at the end, then do we learn something?
That's why I don't like
Or-
Grease.
Oh,
She changes.
She changes.
She changes
and
for
it's what he
him.
wanted, and she gets the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
with
for
it's
how
those tight
long?
leather pants. That's
I
what
mean,
got the
those
guy.
tight leather pants are everything, and they were everything in Saturday Night Fever as well.
but is she still Sandy? Is she still Sandy?
No. She's a pink girl. She wanted to be a pink girl.
Yeah. Because in that movie, John Travolta is the one that's misrepresenting himself at the beginning.
Correct.
Because he's like, oh, I'm just a fun, happy-go-lucky beach goer in Australia. And then he goes back to school and he's like, yeah, guys.
Was it in Australia?
Yeah.
I didn't realize. Oh, that makes sense.
They were in Australia.
What a coinky dink that she ended up in the same school. Where was the school?
Just wild?
Also didn't realize that they were in Australia, but now, I mean, Sandy.
She's Australian.
She's Australian.
Yeah.
Yes, that makes sense.
Wait, is she Australian?
Well, the
in life,
actress is
Olivia Newton-John is
Olivia
Australian.
Newton-John.
Oh, she's Australian?
Yeah.
In real life.
Famously.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Hey, wait,
She
hold
was
on.
also
I
in
knew a fact you
Xanadu.
didn't know, and now you're like, everybody knows that, Matt.
I just thought
Now
she
you're
was just on
judging
a,
me for that one thing that you didn't know?
I just thought that they were just on a beach together. But don't you think that everyone pretends in summertime?
Do you think you're pretending during
And
the
they-
summer?
they
do you
lie.
Think, do you think some people are just overly affected by seasonal affective disorder? Like they're
you
just
forget
negative
yourself?
Nancy's during winter.
No, I think summer boys lie to you. And that is my feeling.
I'm with Veronique.
It sounds like
I'm with
Veronique has
Veronique.
experienced a couple not happy endings.
I have.
Oh, here we go. Roll out the music.
Very much that, yes.
Yes.
Yes, for
Yeah.
sure.
Tell us your tale of woe.
Ooh, there's too many games.
Yeah.
Oh, that
yes.
many. Okay.
Well, they like to pretend you're the one they chose for the summer.
So some of them might say, "You're the one that I want."
Da-da-da-da-da.
Ooh, honey.
Oh, I wish I listened to Grease before this. I could sing with you guys.
What about 10 Things I Hate About You?
That's Much Ado About Nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's Shakespeare.
Well,
yeah. They stole it.
It stole it. It's-
Well, loosely. Oh, there's a not happy ending in The Lord of the Rings that was cut out of the movie.
oh, what is it?
Yeah, well, in the book, Frodo and Sam go back to the Shire. But
Okay.
Saruman, the evil wizard, has gone to the Shire and taken it over in a very Trumpian sense.
Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness.
So the Shire isn't the Shire anymore.
No, it turns into like an evil,
Like Bizarro-
post-capitalistic world.
Bizarro Shire?
Bizarro Shire.
Did they
Wow.
like mow the lawns and have pavement everywhere and cities and cement and there's no green earth anywhere
The
in the
Shire is so green.
So
I think
green.
all the hobbits
I'm familiar with
were
that.
in forced labor camps, like mining the Shire.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a terrible ending.
I love it.
Isn't it fascinating in romantic comedies or even in Christmas movies?
Yes.
The formula is the same, right? The first part, it's like you're just rooting for the characters to fall in love, but they're not in love, right?
Yeah.
Two characters that are flawed
get
to
it.
get together.
Yeah.
They fight the whole time, but we still want them to get together. And then we don't think they're going to get together. And then they always get together at the end.
Yeah.
You know
yeah.
what Christmas movie has a not happy ending that I can't stand?
Krampus?
No, the Christmas Story. A Christmas
Oh,
Story?
I know. I get so
you're-
Oh,
bored.
I can't stand that movie. Don't give me those eyes. Oh, I know. Everybody
I know, I'm
everybody and their
sorry.
brother loves that movie.
It
I
is
can't
so
stand-
campy.
No,
Yeah.
It's not camp, but the whole movie, they're telling him he'll shoot his eye out, and then at the end, he shoots his eye out. So,
Because
that's a
because
bad
you know
ending.
what?
Because that's
the
reality.
truth.
That's the
Oh,
truth.
that's
the reality.
That's what
why
life is. You're
That's
gonna
why I
shoot
love
yourself
it.
in the eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna-
Like it wasn't until I saw It's a Wonderful Life
I like
on
it.
the big screen that I felt the full impact.
No, It's a
of
Wonderful
that
Life is a
movie.
beautiful
It's a
movie,
good- it's a good film.
but it's
Yes.
not true to life because
Yeah.
It isn't.
Because in reality, that evil banker guy, the government would have bailed him out, made sure he won, and
100%.
the savings and loan would have gone under for sure. For sure. That's reality. That's the reality we live in.
Correct.
We live in the worst timeline sometimes.
You know, and I'm here for it. When
Nobody can say it's not exciting.
it's exactly, it's not every day the
We're not
world's
quite out of the plague, and now we have monkeypox. and
this monkeypox.
Of course. And I was like, how many orgies are people going to right now? Because I was looking
Okay, this-
up how to get monkeypox, and it's actually kind of hard.
You're not gonna talk about my life just in front of me. I'm sitting right here, and orgies happen, and I don't really plan on them happening, but it's interesting because I don't like happy musicals. But on that note, I worked at Fun Home for a while, and people would leave and they say, "God, that was depressing. I just wish it were more fun, like a Roger and Hammerstein musical." And I said, "Oh, you mean like South Pacific, where she's a racist,
Right.
or in Carousel, where he's a wife beater,
Right,
Or
right.
in musicals aren't generally happy, which is why I love musical theater.
Well, I mean, there has to be conflict, and there has to be enough conflict to sing about
yes.
it. Yes.
Speaking of happy endings, at the massage parlor, a happy ending is controversial.
It is. I've been to many a massage parlor where they say, no happy endings, no funny business.
They're no fun. They're no fun.
Yeah, there is no happy endings here.
I never even thought about that. That was such a new concept to me when I moved to New York. I had no idea that was even a thing.
Well,
I'm here for it.
It's not, according to the signage on the walls.
Exactly.
Have you guys had any happy endings in your life? In real life, has anybody gone to the Pinewood Derby and won first place? Like what?
I don't understand any word that you just said.
No, I've always gotten second place. I haven't been first. I've been second.
I've always been second. I've always been picked
Who
last.
are these people that are winning? Because I also never win anything.
That is what life is about. It is. Life is about keep going no matter what. We're handed a bunch of things that we shouldn't get. And sometimes they're bricks, sometimes they're rocks, sometimes they're feathers, but you just got to keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a not happy ending, it does keep us going.
It really it keeps us going.
That's really what the massage parlor is trying to teach us. There are no happy endings.
That's what I told the woman.
That sign said no.
Darling.
That's the thing.
If you know what you want, then you go and you find it and you get it.
Yes.
That's what it is.
And I know things now, many
Yes.
valuable things that I hadn't thought to explore.
Yes. Do not put your faith in a cape and a hood.
They will not protect my duck from getting wet.
Oh, the duck! The duck song.
This has been an episode of Grumble Goat.
Thanks for listening.
I'm Matt Labatka.
I'm Veronique Hurley. Please subscribe.
I hate when people say please subscribe.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
Be on a beach with stinging feet that will eventually kill you.
Thanks for listening. And while I have your attention, if you've been enjoying the show, don't forget to leave a review. And don't forget to Grumble Goat responsibly and share with a friend.